record button. There we go. All right, now we're actually going, sir. We're live.
Okay.
God help everyone involved. Anyway, so first off, before we get this all off and going, anyone who is watching through a host, especially like Mike B and Mr. Richie, you know what? Thank you. Especially Mike B for that host. That surprises the shit out of me, but all right, whatever. Hi BFF community, how's it going? Some of you who may know us is Raving Rendal. Oh, there we go. Raving Rendal and Chaosinfintium. You actually have a face to put to the shenanigans now that I do online. God help us all.
And you have me with my fucking haircut because Mom wouldn't shut the hell up about my hair. Although a lady at work actually said that I look sharp, and I didn't really know how to take that. It's like, okay, I'll assume that's good.
Maybe sharp like a dull katana.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think the pickings are just slim enough in Mankato. I'm what passes for sharp. So you think you have it bad out there. If I'm the pinnacle, man, we're all fucked.
Yeah. And this is also kind of like an inaugural test run of doing our podcast crap on not only on Twitch, but live on Twitch. And God help us all if we actually attract furries, gamers, and things like that.
We damn well better attract furries. Come on.
I know. I put a tweet out. I haven't seen anyone come stumbling in yet. I'm God help us if that actually happens. But hey, welcome. I will actually be able to see you chat in the window because I've got 2 windows now. I've got to say, you know what? No, you have to really think about this. Where we started, not only at the beginning of this year, but podcasting in your dingy little bedroom back in 2000.
Or on your picnic table, yeah.
Or on my picnic table, all the way back in 2000, what was that, 2010, 2011?
2010.
2010, okay. It has taken us 7 years to not only get to this point where we have video, where we have background music, where we have graphic slides, where we have the tools and the technology to actually get this fucking show up and running. But not only...
You have the tools and technology. I'm still running on the rink-a-dink over here.
But not only that, to actually be able to broadcast on Twitch.tv, finally. It has taken us 8 years.
Way back when it was Justin TV, I did do a little bit of it, and in fact, that's when we did the Coke Bear.
Oh God, yeah, that was. Oh God,
that clip. I still have the sponsor bullshit clip on my YouTube site. Where this Coke Bear just walks up holding a fucking bottle. It's like, yes, Coke's, but yes, there's Coke all over your fucking cave. We get that Coke sponsored this.
Yeah, it has taken a long road, especially that.
God, I wish I had that whole thing again, but I wasn't able to download it in time.
Yeah, especially a 37-minute pre-show intro. But hey, you know what? Compared to some people, 37 minutes is nothing. But I'm actually.
Come on, us usually 37 minutes is nothing.
Yeah, true. But I'm kind of proud that we have taken this long way round to get here, to finally get to this point. Yes, the show is still going to be choppy. Yes, there's still going to be issues. There's still going to be problems here and there. But I am fucking proud that we are able to finally get here. That is an accomplishment, especially at the tail end of a craptastic year for both of us.
Oh Jesus, yeah, and it's not done yet.
So I have to sit here and consider. Yes, it's been a craptastic year for both of us, but this is something we both kind of, in a certain way, have been trying to get to for years. Is to this point, to be able to live stream both of our faces, even if we are not in the same room. We are, 2,000 miles apart across the globe.
I think it was an 1,800-mile trip.
Yeah, we are about 2,000 miles apart. We are talking to each other live over the internet and live to you on the internet. Finite exposure, chaotic ravings, chaotic thoughts, Rendal's Ravings, all the shit we have dragged through to this point. I am proud of this moment, even if it's the only episode we ever do like this. I am proud that we can do it.
I'm sure we can do more, and if I'm able to do what I want to do, thanks to a website being able to tell me what kind of pin connection my power supply had. Mm-hmm. I've got a very stupid 350 PSU.
Yeah, and
I found a 500 for $30, which is the same as what this piece of shit costs now. So, and all the video cards you and I have been looking at will run on this. So for about $160, because I looked up and my CPU really, it wouldn't do any good to upgrade that. But I can upgrade my video card and I can upgrade my PSU, and maybe I'll spend $20 and finally upgrade my fucking webcam, which is now 11 years old. Yes, I'm working on a LifeCam VX3000 that I got, I think, in the winter early 2006, 2007. It's time to upgrade my webcam.
Now, for anyone who has never seen the crap we do, never heard the crap we do, who stumbles into us for the very first time today,
we're so sorry.
He's apologetic. I'm gonna actually try to present a show here of some worth. God help us all. It doesn't matter.
You know me. The first thing I do when I meet somebody is I say I'm sorry. I swear I'm Canadian to some degree.
You say you're sorry, and it's also kind of rather Doctor Who-like. Because you're like, ooh, look, shiny! And you are off and running.
Yep.
That is a terrible, terrible habit of his. We will get distracted. We will go off on tangents. We will go to weird and creepy places at times, because we'll make furry jokes, because we know furries. I do support, I do support DJ Ear and other artists of the furry community. So furries are more than welcome over into my channel. God help me.
And I back the Dragon Show. I back 2 Griffin. I back Uncle Kage, and I just started backing the Boozy Badger.
Bad, Mike. Bad. But yeah, so
I dropped that piece of shit Fur Stream because their website literally fell offline 4 months ago. So apparently Fur Stream isn't a thing anymore. Which is sad. It was a neat idea.
It was a neat idea, and that's one of many neat ideas that we've seen come and go in our time of trying to get to this point. I'm so proud. I'm almost at the moment of tears. I'm back now.
Thank you. God, you had me worried there.
Hey,
I'm the one who's supposed to have emotional outbursts, not you.
Right.
I've been very emotional lately. I think my age is catching up to me.
I think it's the holidays, really. I really do. I think it's the holidays.
Some. Yeah,
the holidays have been an absolute mess this year for both of us, and that's actually in a podcast I put out recently, or maybe I can't remember if I put it out recently, but it's on my YouTube channel. You can find all just see my name here, follow all the links and shit like that. And I put it out recently. I'm doing some experiments with Heartstone kind of story time thing. Just kind of talking and chatting at people and, getting their ideas and thoughts and opinions while playing some Heartstone because, god damn, Kobolds and Catacombs is addictive. Is that not addictive?
It is.
Holy crap, is it addictive. I didn't think it would actually be so addicting. But once you sit down to play, it's like, I'm just going to fight one boss. And then 40 bosses later, what happened to me? Where did I go?
I actually have made it to the end. I didn't beat the boss. I almost beat the dragon. I came within 7 hit points, and then somehow he refilled his health. I'm like, I don't know what happened, but boy, am I boned.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got to the king. So I have gotten to the end, and that, as far as I'm concerned, that's winning the game, because with some of the people you run into,
oh god, yeah, like
AFK is the worst.
oh, I think I actually have from a stream I did recently where I fought AFK. Like the first time I ever fought AFK, I'm like, well, this is kind of cute. Oh, she's just keep eating. I'm gonna stack my minions on the field and try to boost some things, and then I'm gonna start whittling away at her. By like that 5th turn, when she actually gets up and does shit, you're like, oh!
I found out how to beat her.
Oh, I know how to beat her. You do as much damage you can as fast as you can.
No, there is a way that you can beat her. There is something that destroys 2 of your opponent's crystals.
Oh, yeah.
If you cast that when she's at 4, she will never hit that point because she needs 5 crystals to cast that spell.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go 4 turns, and on your 4th turn, you put, 5th turn technically, because you'll go first. If you play that and shatter 2 of her crystals, you now have 2 more free turns because she can't play that card yet.
There you go. That's.
I found that out like 3 days ago. I'm like, I wonder what happens here, and then I was
another great method.
That's the trick.
Another great method I have found is right before she will play that haste card. Is you activate if you're a mage or if you have access to mage secrets, you activate counterspell. So the moment she drops that card, you activate counterspell. Boom! So then it kind of frees her up so she get like 1 or 2 minions out. She can't get a whole crap ton out. So
yeah, because my god, does that thing hurt? All of her minions are like 8 power plus.
It's not fun. But on the other hand, Kobolds and Catacombs is just addictively fun. I've only completely cleared it still.
And it's a free game, which is even better.
Yeah, I've only completely cleared it with my Paladin deck. That's it. Haven't cleared it with anything else yet. I've gotten close, but
I think Hunter was the first time I ran against the King. I think it might have been Mage that I made it to the Dragon with.
I know
but I finally did get the fucking Warlock deck to behave.
Okay.
I think it might have been the Warlock that I made it.
Well, and I will sit here and just talking about Heartstone and whatnot. The Warlock deck is always a weird deck to me because it's a deck about self-destruction, basically.
Yeah.
And it always...
The thing that got me was that stupid one that you start with that you discard 2.
Oh, yeah.
I could never remember it had charge.
Yeah.
So like 80% of my games that I died, it was because I just forgot he had charge. I could have won it, but it's like, oh, I hate this fucking card.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate problem that does happen. That's why I really don't like the Warlock deck too much, because it's just...
I know.
It's just a pain in the ass. It really is. Another one that's a pain in the ass is Priest. Oh. Playing
that can be kind of
playing as the priest can be much of a pain, especially when you run into the
for being a free to play game though. It is an amazing game.
Hours and hours and hours, and all of the replay value. Holy crap!
I don't like playing against people, which sucks because usually the weekly quests you have to do it.
Yeah.
But Kobolds and Catapults, Tavern Brawl isn't too bad either.
Catapults?
Tavern Brawls...
Catapults.
You have to remember how old I am. Yes, I think I said crossbows and catapults, which is how we destroyed the dome light in our apartment. Because somebody... It was either Matthew or Amanda. Matthew or Amanda. It was a rubber band game. The crossbows and catapults where you pull them back and you shoot little discs at each other. It's actually, if you can find it, it's an older game, but it's very fun. Well, Matthew pulled the catapult all the way down, let it go, and that globe that was right above our dinner table, it went in one end and it came out the other. And it just shattered. I'm like, oh, well, that's what happens when those little things hit glass. Good to know. What?
The fuck is wrong with you, sir?
Hey, I did it all the time as a kid. It's just that my ceilings were about 15 feet higher. I could touch the top of the ceiling in our apartment. It was not that tall.
Well, this is a great introduction to who Raving Rendal is, for anyone who's
Well, yeah, there's a reason I have my name. Thank you very much.
Holy sweet mother of God.
I wonder how much Crossbows and Catapults is right now. The only way you can get it anymore is off of eBay.
It's probably banned, is why you can only get off of eBay.
No, it's not banned. It came out in like 82 to 84 or something. I think they stopped making it at like the turn of the 80s.
A lot of games from that era are banned for a reason. Look at lawn darts. Look at lawn darts alone, and why they are outlawed. Okay, come on.
Hey, we used to throw lawn darts at each other. We survived.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raving Rendal.
Oh, they have a version of it that's new. It's more of a... Oh my God. It's actually like one of those scientific ones where you can like Lego pieces of things together. That's actually kind of neat. Crossbows and Catapults, $200 on eBay.
This is where I've come in my life. This 8 years, almost 8 years, and this is where we got.
8 years he'll never get back.
8 years of what the fuck am I doing with my life now? I've succeeded in one of my great conquests, and what has happened? I'm chatting with a man who is probably more crazy than I am.
Well, I hope so. I've got 13 years on you. If I'm not, I'm doing something wrong.
Anyways. So, actually, speaking about games and terrible fucking things in the holidays real quick. I wanted to actually talk about this. And this one I've already kind of, like, if you've maybe not seen my Facebook, but seen my Twitter and things like that, and seen what I've said about this. And I know I shared it to, I found it from Sid Alpha, who was sharing it, and I'm not sure if he shared it to Jim Sterling or not. I know Jim Sterling's shared it around. I know it started making rounds, and this is actually talking about an incident in Wichita. And in Wichita, Kansas. Yeah, and this is where we kind of go back to some of the toxic gamer talks we've had, why toxic gamers are bad, things like that. And this is a epitome of toxic gaming, where a Wichita man who wasn't even a gamer, who was actually a bystander, who was just someone who was just utterly unlucky, was gunned down by SWAT teams who were sent to his house, which was not even the address of the original victim.
Yeah, they got the address,
and that's where it gets so much. And that's where it gets so much worse. Is on one hand, what started this was two gamers playing Call of Duty, which is a terrible game in and of itself. Why are you playing Call of Duty? Quit playing Call of Duty. If you're gonna play a terrible game, play Destiny 2. Hi, Blizzard.
Oh, God. And if you don't believe Destiny 2 is bad, go on Jim Sterling's channel sometime. See the bullshit they've been up to.
Oh, well, that's one way to put it. That's one way to do it. But no, like, and this started out as, like, a disagreement between two gamers playing Call of Duty over, like, $1.50 bet. They had $1.50 bet. Because some sites are reporting, it was $100. No, it was $1.50. $1.50 killed a man.
Mm-hmm.
That is not even remotely okay or cool.
Life is not worth much anymore.
No. That's a terrible pun and joke, and I'm ashamed. That's a terrible pun and joke. Whether or not you actually meant to do it, that really is.
No, I didn't. I was being straight honest. If somebody gets axed for $1.50, it sure lowers the price on what a life is worth.
Yeah,
if you can make $1.50 phone call and kill someone, it's hard to argue otherwise.
But this argument started between Swattastica or something like that, a man in Los Angeles, and another gamer who was I think actually in Wichita, who was a relatively close neighbor of the person that was killed. And the argument started in Call of Duty and went to Twitter, where one threatened the other about, I'm gonna have you swatted, and it's like, this is my address, and or like the address got shared around at some point. The details on that part are little, kind of like few different news stations are reporting different things, but details of supposedly person B's address got leaked to the other one, and that's where the problem came in. The Swattastica, or whatever the hell his name is, the person in California, called in a SWAT thing, and from what the recordings and from what the actual police statements have said so far, it was describing that there was, one person was injured, the suspect was armed, and they were holding their family hostage, which is, in that kind of scenario, a SWAT team is going to break in, guns a-blazing.
Oh, yeah.
They are going to be armed for a bear. And the fact that a person has died from this makes it so much worse. So much worse. And this is something that, little toxic gaming needs, we as gamers need to literally clamp down on toxic gaming and toxic gamers and force them out of the communities, force them out, because this is the penultimate form. Swattastica has now been, from what I've read, he has been arrested. There no word on what charges he is facing yet, but he has been arrested in Los Angeles, California. And my personal opinion on this one is no less than domestic terrorism and attempted murder, if not flat out murder charges at this point, because he sent in a SWAT team, and that is a big thing. Is anytime you call in a SWAT team, even if it's just a prank, bro, everyday prank, bro, bullshit. Anytime you call in a SWAT team on another person, you are endangering their lives for a prank.
Yeah.
And that is the epitome of toxic gamer bullshit that should not be accepted by anyone. Should not be accepted by anyone for any reason. And it drives me up the wall. It drives me legitimately up the wall. I
fully agree with it, and I don't think they could go for attempted murder. They can't go for murder because it wasn't the target that he wanted. But the fact that he did that with the attempt of doing that to another person, and that was the result.
Yeah.
Means that, yes, they could probably get him on attempted murder for someone, because, and if people are wondering how could this happen? Well, it's very easy. All you have to do is get 10 people together, tell them A, B, C, D, E, go to the end and see if those letters are in the same order. Yeah. It could have started, this is 102. By the time it got to our psycho here, it could have been 120.
Yeah.
And that's all that needed to be done.
Yeah, but overall, and I'm not going to talk about real names, because the guy who caused the SWAT issue, who called in the SWAT team, is a piece of shit.
If you want to know his real name, AOL, the AOL has been following it.
AOL, quite a few news stations, major gamer news stations, when I've been following it. But I sit here and I'm just like, that person is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's why I have no problem saying that is the epitome of toxic gamer. That over a $1.50 wager, he killed another man. Directly or indirectly, he killed another person. Yeah. Over $1.50. That is the epitome of toxic gamer. And gamers as a community need to literally come together and So we need to actually get back to self-policing. We need to actually get to looking at people who are these toxic little shitlords and ostracize them or remove them. Like, do not let them play with you anymore. Do not deal with them. Do not sit there and go, oh, well, they're cute. No. Sit there and go, no. If you have to, like, leave a game, if you have to take a penalty for leaving a game so you aren't playing with X person because you know they're a toxic piece of shit, then that's what you do. And there are quite a few famous toxic gamers, and people sit there and join them. It's like, well, don't join them. If you want to be famous, you know what? Build up a community, build up a reputation, build up as being a great player who is congenial, who is welcoming, you know, all that fun stuff. Build up that. Don't build up a reputation as being a toxic shitlord.
No. And a lot of people may think, well, yeah, but I'll just use them to get a boost. Yeah, you will, but the people who you're going to be boosted with are the same assholes that follow him.
Yeah.
And once they figure out that's not who you are, you're going to lose all the traction you made anyway. And you may still have a stigma from running with him, which means anyone, if you would have just done it naturally, who will have gone to you will see that and say, well, yeah, but they started with him. How do I know that in some way they're not just like, and I don't like them anyway. Mm-hmm. So just thinking that you're going to get a boost and then drop it doesn't work either, because you'll end up right back where you started and you'll be worse for it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, there went. I had to knock my mouse. My screen blacked out.
Ooh, my. But yeah, no, it's just this, and this was kind of a terrible thing with like how gaming has been this whole year, off and on, from EA Necron and all the way down to the loot box controversies to net neutrality and everything else. This was kind of what the gamers did not need as an ending note of the year. As like a major note.
This is not a good way to start the next year. No,
I mean, everyone can be proud, like Sloopbag and his raiding team are world 22nd for killing mythic, heroic Antorus and whatnot. Cool. While once again, gamers are being dragged through the mud because we can't keep our own toxic people under control. That's kind of an issue there, is we really do need to work on toxicity. I know like Twitch has had an issue about toxicity and they do pretty well across the board. And I'm saying this as I'm streaming on Twitch. Incoming 24-hour ban. But no,
shit, if you have a 24-hour ban for just mentioning it, it isn't worth being on the platform anyway. Sorry, if you can't mention something that is a known fact on a platform without being banned, hello? Sorry if you don't like it, you're not Valve, you're not Bungie. You actually know what the hell you're doing, or you say you do. Do it. I know there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't mind having a job. I'm sure you could hire some of them.
As I was saying, incoming 24-hour ban.
And hey, this is on his channel, not mine, so I don't care.
Yes, your channel where you were at one point streaming Second Life, which is a banned game at this point. You were streaming... Yeah,
that is such a crock of shit.
I fully understand why Second Life is banned. You even know...
So do I. I don't go to those places because they're boring as hell. I want to watch two stick figures animate fucking. I can go on Tube Galore and see the real thing for free. I don't have to pay $10 a month. I'm sorry. I have been on Second Life for 12 years now. I think I'm over the post-ball sex, okay? It's stupid.
We have entered ball pit territory. I repeat, we have entered ball pit territory.
Hey, you know what? We could ban Minecraft. If you don't think there's a nude mod for Minecraft, you're fucking nuts. Yet people can stream that all they want.
So, welcome to the last and inaugural show of this on Twitch.
The first and last.
This is what did I do? I tried to open up a conversation, and he went to a darker place than I did. Well, that's a first for me, folks. He went to a darker place than I did.
When you get into your 40s, your care for anything else just dies. It just shrivels up.
I think
You don't care anymore.
You know, there actually is a very appropriate song called that. Is I'm 40 and I Don't Give a Damn by
hey, that's the story of my life.
By Tom Wilson, a.k.a. Biff from Back to the Future. I apologize to you, Tom.
I didn't know he did songs.
I apologize about that, Tom Wilson. I know you don't like being associated with Biff, but goddammit, everyone knows you as Biff.
Well, and now if they go look it up and they're like, who was that person? Now they don't have to ask because you told them.
Yeah, and he's actually a very wonderful man. Occasionally I tweet at him and he tweets back, and it's kind of interesting. But then he's got a great YouTube channel where he just posts random things. Like, wow. Seriously random things. Not as random as us, but pretty random for what you would expect.
Speaking of random postings, did you see there's a furry one, and we were mentioning them earlier. It's dog something. It's Dog Press, I think is the name of it.
They're Stop right there. Okay.
I haven't even said anything yet.
No. This is where I draw the fucking line. I will support the community. I will support the artists in the community. I will occasionally look at something that's going to stir a shit pot that may actually leak outside of the furry community. However, looking at the propaganda jizz rags, that is Dog Press Patch or Dog Patch Press, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Dog Patch. It's Dog Patch.
I stopped myself one day because I was like, I'm gonna, what the hell is this article? And I read this article.
They're not articles. What this is an onion type system where they just randomly generate bullshit articles. That's all it is. It's just a parody account. Every 4 hours they come out with a new one. I'm trying to the one I was looking for is like random person walks into FurryCon panel, walks out with a boner and confused. It's like, you know what? That's the entire fandom in one sentence. You don't know what you walked into. You sure as hell don't know what you walked out of. But for some reason, you're actually a little interested in it.
Incoming 24-hour ban.
You know what? All you're doing is saying I should just cancel my Twitch account now because I will never be allowed to use it again.
No, I'm just sitting here thinking like, I could probably actually progress these shows further. I may have to shake loose a co-host and find a new one. I mean, what?
No, what we need to do is get our phantom producer on here so she can tell me to stop it already.
Oh, you mean it takes someone else besides me to rein your ass in? Holy shit, what a surprise.
It doesn't work with her either. I'm just saying, two of you, at least Twitch could say, hey, okay, they're trying to control him. He's just beyond reason.
He's almost like the Ice Poseidon of the furry fandom. Online, at least. It's terrible.
Ice Poseidon? The hell is that?
If I wasn't going to get banned before, I'm going to get banned now on that joke.
Well, you're the one who brought this one up, so you only got yourself to blame.
But no, like, there is no, like, filter between your mouth and your brain sometimes. Far worse than me. And it's not even old age. It's just you have no fucking filter between your brain to your mouth.
Nope. It realized where it was, and it went AWOL many years ago.
Obviously it went AWOL. And this is what I've been dealing with.
Fuck it, he doesn't listen to me anyway. I'm getting out of here.
And this is what I've been dealing with for 8 years now.
Hey, if they want to really feel bad, this is what people have been dealing with for 11 years, almost 12, for podcasting. I started in April of 2006, and I haven't changed.
He hasn't. He has.
I was a little more structured at the beginning, but by the end of 2006, it was basically this. So
he's gotten so much worse over the years, and every time I've tried to rein him in, that's why I quit. That's why I quit with scripts. That's why I quit with notes and things like that. I just throw shit at him until it sticks.
What are these scripts you speak of?
See, case in point.
Hey, I'm a theater. I know what a script looks like. I've never seen a script from you.
No, I'm not saying like a script, as in like a bullet point script of, here are the talking points I'm going to cover. These are things that you should research. That I know I would send them a day in advance back in the day. And he would and he would still not look up a fucking thing.
No.
Now you see why it's taken me 8 years.
Well, okay. In my defense, my memory is so shitty. Even if I did look them up, and the time it would take us to go from you sending the notes to sometimes we'd be ready to record, but something would come up. By the time we finally did the show, even if I did look it up, I wouldn't remember what it was.
And the sad part is he's not incorrect, but the worst part would be I would be sitting there with the articles open, with the bullet point notes to the side, going, here, read this while I talk, and he would sit there and give me this gobsmacked look of,
It's like, why do you want me to read? This is a vocal show. Why am I reading?
So you could actually follow along. You follow me, I lead, we do a show, we get audience.
Get lost.
People may eventually throw money at one of us to actually, improve their shit we do, or they may throw money, or they may throw money at us to never do it again. I'm okay with option two.
I will take bitcoins for that. Send me 5 bitcoins, you'll never hear from me again. Well, that'd be what, $100,000? Jesus, I could pay for my rent and everything till the end of my life.
50,000. Bitcoin did go down a bit,
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. But no, it's
my dad is obsessed with that. He's like, hey, I wonder if I can invest in Bitcoin. And I'm like, why the hell would you want to?
Did your dad?
You're never going to be able to afford it, huh?
Did your dad really say invest in Bitcoin?
Yes. He's looking to invest in cryptocurrency. I'm like, why would you want to?
He's the kind of person that drives alkali bismuth up the fucking walls.
I'm really tempted because I know it's going to be me at least and my dad going to First Squared. If he's still doing this, I'm going to go to Alkali and say, okay, I need an intervention, and he will listen to you because this is your job. Can you come with me? You are 5 inches taller than him. He will have no choice but to look up to you. And with his neck, he can't do it for very long. So he will have to acquiesce fast, or he's going to need to go to the hospital. I can't do it because he can look down at me. He doesn't care. It's just if he looks up that his neck starts to hurt. I actually was driving with him, and okay, I know this is going to make him laugh. But knowing my dad and knowing his issues, I honestly got scared to death. I went around a corner and his head was like a bobblehead. It rotated on the top of his neck. Went 360 degrees around. I'm like, that's not how that is supposed to happen. If I had a video, it would be on one side, the most hilarious video, and on the other, I would probably get banned from life. But as I say that, I can see him, and I can tell somewhere in his mind, it's like, oh, that didn't happen. No, that happened. I watched it. And that scared the hell out of me. I didn't know somebody's head could do that.
Okay, I'm back now.
Hey, where'd your glasses go?
Glasses are off. The soul is lost. And all hope is fucking forsaken.
we're playing War now. We're playing World of Warcraft now. I'm good. Yay, Sylvanas.
Oh God, what have I done? Why did I bother?
You unleashed me on Twitch.
What did I ever do to you besides put up with your shit for 8 fucking years?
Hey, the funny thing, you had your chance when we were working in the booth. You could have kicked me out of it at any time and stopped all this.
I know. I could have thrown you. I could have thrown you straight out through the window, or lack thereof window, and watched you plummet to the ground and face plant.
Hey.
But no, what did I do? I decided I didn't want to rack up a felony.
No, you had a perfect excuse. You could have just said, "Hey, I thought he was the Playboy." When Chaos and I first did our first show, and this was...
Oh, thank God he froze. I'm free! Yeah, okay, so while he's down for a few minutes, this is not exactly how I planned or wanted this to actually go in any way, shape, or form. This went to a far darker, more twisted, and exotic place than I actually wanted. So God help me. Hey, there we go. Hey, that works out actually better than I thought it would. Sweet deal. So while he is occupied and lagged out, and the only way I'm gonna see if he's back is if I minimize the screen to look at him and see things and whatnot. This is actually remotely not close to how I wanted this to go. Not remotely close. I was hoping for a little more class, a little more highbrow, and what did I get? I got Raving Rendal at his finest. Should have stuck to making furry jokes. Would have been better. And that is such a perfect screen. That is literally just a perfect screen for him for the rest of eternity. I will have that screen, and hopefully never have to use any other thing again. I may just screen cap this. For later. And use this as the permanent overlay image for him, so it can make my life far easier. Because oh my God, it's a thing of beauty. It is. It's a thing of beauty. Look at it. It's him moving and stopped at the same time. It's like furry art. It's like furry art. It really is. Anyways. So this was kind of, like I said, not exactly how I wanted this to play out initially, or even remotely how I wanted it to go near. But this is how things tend to roll. Hopefully anyone who happens to be tuning in through auto-hosting and things like that, maybe you'll stay around, and maybe Mike B won't kick my ass. That'd be nice. I love you, Mike. I love you. I love you, Mike. Don't hurt me, please. It's not my fault that my co-host is fucking insane. I mean, what? God, it's such a strange thing. So I'm going to actually go to the waiting screen and see if I can fix the issues with Senor Rendal. Oh no, he's like flat dead, I think. One server is... Oh. Oh! Oh my! Well, that's kind of curious. It seems, there is, yeah. That's not what happened. Let's put, yes. Discord status. Outage. Wow, Discord had like a, 60 meters major outage. 1 hour, Wow. They just had a couple of servers crap themselves. Alright, thank you, Discord. So I think that's going to do it for today. Not remotely how I wanted this to go, or where I wanted it to go, or anything like that. And if Raving Rendal actually took a moment to pop into my chat room, he could talk, but he hasn't done that. No, he hasn't. Oh, joy. I mean, what? I'm back now. But anyways... Yeah, because literally, like, the whole yeah, he's black. Black screen, he's done. He's out. He is out for the count there. So, I'm going to call it here for the inaugural full and test run of this episode and whatnot. Hopefully everyone had fun and shenanigans and things like that. And maybe next time I can get a better co-host who will actually talk about gaming shit and geekery instead of wanting to go off into strange dark tangents that I have no idea how to fucking control him over, because holy sweet god, he's insane. And I really do hope Twitch doesn't actually ban me for the shit he says. Ban me for the things I say, fine. Don't ban me for the shit he says, please. I will try to censor him more. And in other notes, alright, well, until next time, everyone, hopefully everyone has a good day, has a good week, and has a good new year, and all that fun stuff, and has a really good weekend. And I am Chaosinfintium, and that was Raving Rendal before he died. Hopefully I'll see you all later for some Heartstone and some goodness on my channel at twitch.tv/Chaosinfintium. And then follow me on Twitter, twitch.tv twitter.com/Chaosinfintium. You know where to find me. Even if you want to yell hate at me, it's okay. I'm used to it. But until next time, everyone, I hope you all have a good day, have a good weekend, have a good end of the year, a good new year. And I will talk to you all later.